Hello students, this is Ron Denault and welcome to step 1 of the chapter 1 lesson. I'm breaking up this lesson into several steps so that it's not just one long video. I'm not sure how many steps it's going to be yet. We'll figure that out once we get through the entire lesson. Okay, so I want you to be actually doing this lesson. In other words, you're going to recreate the steps as I present them. Okay, so you can pause the video at any time you want and then start it back up when you're ready to continue. Okay? So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to create a folder somewhere. I always do it on my desktop, whatever place is easiest for you. Okay? And I want you to call the folder HTML. And then go inside that folder, all right, and then create another folder. Control-Shift-N is a shortcut to create a new folder. And call that folder Starbuzz. This is going to be the root folder for our website. Okay? For now, you can close that. Then I want you to open up the Handout 1 file that was in the downloaded lesson for in Blackboard. The Handout 1 file looks like this. So you're gonna copy the entire text and then paste it into Notepad. Now I used Notepad++. It's a free program, but if you prefer to use just Notepad, that's fine. So I'm going to paste all of that, okay, onto this page, and then I'm going to save it as an HTML file. So I'm going to go to File. Save and Save As mean the same thing right now because I haven't done anything with it. So I'm just going to click Save. And on my desktop, I'm going to find that HTML folder that I created. Here it is right here. And I'm going to go inside my root folder because everything has to be inside the root folder. And I'm going to change this to HTML and then change the name of the file to index, which is the home page, the default name for a home page on a website, index.html inside Starbuzz, and click Save. Okay? So now if I go to that folder on my desktop and I open up the Starbuzz folder, you see that I now have a file called index.html. So when I double click it, it opens in a browser, okay, in this case Chrome, and here's the web page, index.html. It's not much to it. We're going to make it look better, but that's the way it looks right now because there are no tags. So now we're going to mark it up with hypertext markup language. So I'm going to go back to my Notepad page and I'm going to start marking it up with HTML tags. The first one is Open HTML. That's what an Open HTML tag looks like within brackets. And the very last tag on the page is going to be Close HTML. You close a tag with the / preceding the HTML. The very next tag I'm going to use is the head tag, which represents the information outside of the context of the page, not in the body. And that's where the title will go. So I'm going to open another tag called Title. And the title of our website is going to be Starbuzz Coffee. And then Close Title. Okay, and now I can close the head tag. That's all we're going to have in there now, for now. And I'm going to hit Enter a couple times to do some separation. This is where we're going to open a body tag. This is where the content of the page resides, inside the body of the page. So everything we see here, and I'm going to close the body at the end. Okay, so everything within the body tag is going to be actually shown on the page. So I'm going to Control S to save this page. When I refresh this, the only thing that's going to change is the title here, which I made Starbuzz Coffee. So when I refresh the page, you can see that my title now says Starbuzz Coffee. Okay? All right, so let's go back to Notepad and let's start marking up this page a little bit more. This paragraph right here, Starbuzz Coffee Beverages, is the heading of my page. So I'm going to put this in an H1 tag, which is heading 1, which represents the largest text. H6 represents the smallest text. So the higher the number, the smaller the text. So I'm going to close H1. Now when I save this, now I'm going to see a difference here. When I go back to my page and refresh, you can see that this title or heading is now in H1. Okay? So back to Notepad. And I'm going to make each one of the coffee types, house blend, mocha cafe latte, cappuccino, and chai tea, all H2 tags. Okay, so open H2, open H2, open H2, oops, and open H2. Then I'm going to close H2, and I'm going to close H2 here. And close H2 here, and close H2 here. Okay, now I'm going to save this again, and now when I refresh my page, you'll see that each one of those headings take on an H2, which is a little bit smaller than the H1. Now, I want these paragraphs here to also be inside tags, even though I don't want the size of the text to change. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Notepad, and I'm going to put those in a paragraph tag. So I'm going to open P, and close P, open P, and close P, open P, close P, open P, and close P. Okay, Control S. Now when I refresh the page, nothing will change. Okay? But each one of the paragraphs, everything on the page now is marked up. The whole entire page is now marked up. Okay? So I am going to stop this video, and that'll be the end of step 1. And I will begin step 2 on the next video.